Preliminary count indicates that the Concerned Citizens Movement, the CCM, under the leadership of Mark Brantley, will form the new Nevis Island administration. Mr. Oakland Peets, Supervisor of Elections in St. Kitts and Nevis, announced at the end of the preliminary count that the CCM had won 3 of 5 seats. The Nevis Reformation Party, NRP, which previously had 1 seat, gained another in Nevis 4, which was won by its leader, Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge. In the constituency of Nevis 1, St. Paul's, Mr. Spencer Brand of CCM won by just 29 votes, with 631 votes over the Nevis Reformation Party's NRP's Ms. J.D. Keynes 604. In the constituency of Nevis 2, St. John's, Mr. Mark Brantley won 1,313 votes over the NRP's Dr. Patricia Bartlett's 1,166 votes, and Mr. Samuel Keynes of the Moral Restoration Movement, MRM, won 17 votes. In the constituency of Nevis 3, St. George's, Mr. Eric Evelyn of the CCM won 736 votes over Mr. Ron Isles of the NRP 311. In constituency number 4, St. James's, Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge of NRP won 750 votes over Mr. Alexis Jeffers of the CCM with 742 votes. And Mrs. Patricia Mills Jeffers of the MRM won 11 votes. In the Nevis 5 St. Thomas's constituency, Mrs. Cleone Stapleton Simmons of the NRP won with 712 votes over the CCM's Miss Latoya Jones with 508. At the end of the count, which ended in the wee hours of Tuesday morning, CCM leader Mark Brantley spoke on Vaughan Radio about the election victory and suggested the results were closer than expected.
My thanks to the people of Nevis for continuing to repose their trust and confidence in the Concerned Citizens Movement to lead the island for the next 5 years. I think the victory in St. John's for me would have decided the election. We have a reduced majority and we have lost a stalwart and a hard-working, committed servant of the people in Alexis Jeffers, who fell by just 8 votes. But I would like to congratulate the Honourable Eric Evelyn, the Honourable Spencer Brand for coming through, and also to congratulate the Honourable Janice Daniel Hodge and the Honourable Cleone Stapleton Simmons for their showing. Let me also take the time to reach out to my colleague, the Honourable Latoya Jones, for her excellent performance, and of course, those who were not successful on the opposition side, Dr. Patricia Bartlett, Ms. J.D. Keynes, and Mr. Ron Isles. I think that we had a peaceful election, so that our people were able to go out and vote and to make the choice that they so desire. And at the end of the day, we will have to evaluate these results and seek to determine why they were what they are, but notwithstanding, we're grateful to God that we have a result and that we can now settle down.
Tuesday was declared a national holiday as is customary after an election. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.